Hello students, in this video we will start the chapter 3-dimensional geometry. Basically in the regular class I have taught vector algebra. Now how vector algebra is so useful to teach 3-dimensional geometry? The reason being the vector algebra is the advanced version for the analytical geometry which we have studied in standard 11th. In the standard 11th, distance between 2 points in Cartesian coordinate system we have studied. Suppose P having coordinates 1, suffix 1, x1, y1, z1, and Q having the coordinates say suffix 2, meaning by x2, y2, z2, then the distance PQ can be calculated using the distance formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. In through vector algebra, if we consider point P as initial point and Q as terminal point, then we can easily write the vector PQ as position vector Q minus position vector P, and we can write it like this: x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Here we deliberately focus on the components, scalar components and vector components. Here we can easily see that the scalar components of vector PQ are x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1, which are fortunately also the direction ratios of vector PQ. So with this we can conclude that the distance PQ, which gives you the magnitude of vector PQ, is nothing but the square root of the sum of the squares of drs of vector PQ, or the sum of the squares of the square root of the sum of the squares of the scalar components of vector PQ. X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1 are the scalar components of vector PQ along x, y and z direction, and x2 minus x1 I cap is the vector component of vector PQ along x direction. Y2 minus y1 into j cap is the vector component of vector PQ along y direction, and z2 minus z1 into k cap is the vector component of vector PQ along z direction. In 11th standard, we have studied the Cartesian coordinate form, Cartesian systems of different section formula and all, and in vector algebra we have studied the vector form using Cartesian coordinate system and deriving the position vectors of different points. But here in 3-dimensional geometry, we are going to study the direction ratios and direction cosines of a vector joining two different points, and also, like as it is here, the direction ratios of a vector joining 2 points P and Q are nothing but x2 minus x1 comma y2 minus y1 comma z2 minus z1, which are the direction ratios of vector PQ, and direction cosines are nothing but if you divide each direction ratio with the magnitude of PQ, meaning by DCs of PQ are x2 minus x1 divided by magnitude of PQ, comma y2 minus y1 upon magnitude of PQ and z2 minus z1 upon magnitude of PQ are the direction cosines. This is equal to cos alpha along x-axis, cos beta along y-axis, cos gamma along z-axis, and cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. These are the direction cosines of vector PQ. So this is what we are going to study throughout the chapter. Also we will study the how to derive equation of a line in space and equation of a plane using 3-dimensional Cartesian coordinate geometry with the normal to the plane. Perpendicular vector, which suppose this is the plane of paper, and a pen is the perpendicular in the to the plane surface of the paper. This will act as a normal to the plane of the paper, and using these two and with the origin of the Cartesian coordinate system, 3-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, we will derive the equation of plane. Also we will study the distance, shortest distance between two lines. We will study the distance between the line and a plane and a plane, and also we will study the how will you find the mirror image of a point under a line, mirror image of a point under a plane, mirror image of a plane, mirror image of a line in a plane, and also we will study distance between two planes, two parallel planes, distance between two parallel lines, all these concepts, and also we will take a look into the angle between two lines in the space, angle between two planes in the space, and also angle between a line and a plane. We will also highlight the deleted portion, which may or may not be in detail to be taught in the regular course, but somehow it is required in IIT GE concepts understanding. So I will take the entire chapter in detail. So kindly be along with me, and please follow the different videos of three-dimensional geometry. Thank you, students.